my channel, and if you're new here, then welcome. My name is Maddie. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and today I will be sharing the books that I hope to read in April. I have 7 books that I have on my list to be read for the month of April. I didn't get to all the books that I planned to read last month, so no guarantee that I'll get to all of these this month, but I will definitely try. These are just all the ones that I am going to try to read as soon as possible because I really want to. So let's just get right into it. Let's start with the books that I am currently reading right now and just haven't finished yet, so they're getting rolled over to April. So the first one is The Burning Shadow by Jennifer L. Armentrout, the second book in the Origin series. The first book is The Darkest Star. So this is the one I'm currently working on right now. I am 100 pages in? Exactly 100 pages in. So I am not even like halfway there. I have a lot to go, and I've been reading this throughout the latter half of March for the past 2 weeks. Yeah, that's how slow I'm reading right now. But honestly, that's just the pace that I want to go at right now, so it's not too big of a deal that I'm reading slow. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. Does not mean I'm not enjoying it at all. I am really enjoying this one so far. I will say, at the beginning, there's not a lot of action, at least not as much as I thought there would be yet, but it's now starting to kind of pick up. It was just going at a very slow pace at the beginning, but I'm starting to get really into it, so I am excited to get back into it, and I'm looking forward to finishing it this month and seeing how it ends. Next one I am currently reading is Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. This is the reread. I have been listening to this one on audiobook throughout the whole month, since the beginning of the month, and I still have not even finished it yet. I am about halfway through, maybe a little over halfway through, so I should finish this one very soon. I usually listen to audiobooks while I'm going off to sleep, just lying in bed and need something to listen to actually wind me down, or I will listen to audiobooks while I am taking a walk. So whenever I'm doing those two things, I've been listening to this, and I've been enjoying it all over again. This is one of my favorite books, so I've been really happy to reread it again. And in the case that I do finish Maybe Someday, which I'm pretty sure I will this month because I only have a little bit of it left, then I do want to go on to Maybe Not, which is a novella in this series, and I put it on my TBR for last month, but I still obviously have not read it because I have not finished Maybe Someday yet, so I would like to read this one if I have any time right after I finish Maybe Someday. Next, I have The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This is a series that I have really wanted to start, so I'm going to try to get to it this month. I just finished The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black, and I wanted to read that book first because The Cruel Prince is a spin-off of that book. And I wanted to read that book first because The Cruel Prince is based off of that book, so I read that first. And now that I have that book read, I can move on to The Cruel Prince. This is a very popular series that I am so late on the game to, but I am nevertheless going to start it anyway, and we'll see how it goes. It's a book about fairies, so I'm definitely in the mood for that right now. I've been in the mood for fairy books. I've read 2 fairy books lately. I'm reading more fairy books this month because I have a fairy series that I've started, so a lot of fairy books are being read right now. Speaking of fairy books, this is the one that I was talking about. So I want to continue on with the Wicked Saga by Jennifer L. Armentrout. So the next book is Torn, and I really loved Wicked, the first book, so I am so excited to continue on with this one. I've been wanting to get back into this series, but I want to finish what I'm currently reading first, and then I'll move back into this series. Last book, the first one, left off on a cliffhanger, so very eager to dive back into it again. And again, like I mentioned, it's about fairies, so I am totally on board with that. And if I do finish the second book, I do want to get to the third book, Brave. So in the case that I do finish Torn, then I'm going to put Brave on this list of things to read in April too. And I have a pretty good feeling that I'm going to finish this series this month, just because I'm in the mood for binge reading it because it's really good. And the last book on my TBR is Winterwood by Shea Ernshaw, which this book, man, is so freaking gorgeous. I got this recently at actually it was Half Price Books, which is like a secondhand bookstore, bargain books. I'm sure you've probably heard about it before. because it's pretty popular in the book community. But I live near one now because now that I moved to Texas, there's one in my town, which is like awesome, so close to me, but that's besides the point. So I got this book there, and I was like, wow, this book seems so different from the original copy, because the original copy is black. And I was like, is this like a special edition or something? So I opened it up, and it is signed. So that is pretty awesome. I was like not expecting that. I was just like, this looks like a special edition copy. I'm just going to see if it's signed. And my intuition was right. It is signed. So that is so cool. And it has like blue tinted pages. Oh my gosh. I just had to gush about that. So anyway, I do plan to hopefully read this book this month. I read 𝑠hay debut book, which was 𝑇𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦 𝐼, and I really enjoyed that. So I've been really looking forward to her second release. So I hope it's as good as 𝑇𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦 𝐼, but I won't set my expectations too high, even just in case they're not met, because that would suck. But I'm still looking forward to this book because I love 𝑇𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦 𝐼. So hopefully it does not disappoint, but we'll just see. I actually don't know a lot of what it's about, but it has that same kind of urban fantasy feel that 𝑇𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦 𝐼 has supposedly. So yeah, I'm expecting good things, so let's hope it's good. Can you tell I'm really nervous about that one? I just feel like sometimes I do set my expectations too high, because I think the reason why I'm like so nervous is because I just read The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black, and a while ago I did read The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by the same author, which I love that book. It's one of my favorite books. So I was expecting so much from The Darkest Part of the Forest, and it let me down because I did not enjoy it as much as The Coldest Girl in Cold Town. So like, I don't want to set my expectations high for Winterwood, just in case it doesn't meet the same love that I have for 𝑇𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦 𝐼. If you're a reader, I know you've been through this before. Let's just keep our expectations low from now on, because I don't want to be disappointed again. Anyway, those are the books that I plan to read this month. Hopefully I will try to get to some of them. Hopefully I'll get to all of them though, but we shall see if I do. So let's hope that I do. If you read any of the books that I have mentioned, please let me know what you thought of them, because I would love to know. And also let me know the books that you plan to read in the month of April, because I'd love to know that as well. And I hope you guys, again, enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more anime-related videos and also book-related videos. Also, be sure to hit that notification bell if you would like to be notified whenever I post a new video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!